My wife and I are praying about transitioning from Florida and where do we go, what do we do, and the only opportunity that opened up is a church that was going to close the doors soon in Richmond, Virginia. And so we came and met with a group of about 20 to 25 people, and mostly senior citizens, and these people just gripped our heart. They had a heart for the lost, they had a heart for their church.
It started in 1948 in a school bus in my dad's front yard. And it's transitioned through the period of years through 1952 for a new church on Alcott Road, and until the time we moved here, and we're known now as Thrive Church, and I've been here with Pastor Kevin since June of 2012.
When we first launched, we were coming off as being Courts of Praise. We had lost a lot of people during those times for different various reasons and stuff. No, our desire was to grow, to save our church, to bring it back to what it was in years before, as we were at once a very large church. And now with Pastor Kevin and his team coming in and taking over like they did, and we could see the church growing, we were very happy people here, and we were so thankful that God placed him and his people here to help us grow.
It was a ball of raw nerves. It was people that were willing to go the limit, do what God want us to do. It was growing up. It was praying in people, praying for people, praying for the ministry. It was a whole lot of things going on, but at the same time, none of it was confusing. Maturity grew from that, leadership grew from that, discipleship grew from that, the ministries grew from that.
We would meet every Wednesday night before we launched in 2012, and we would just pray. There's probably 8 to 10 of us in a circle, and we would pray for this church, and we would go to the Lord and ask Him to move on our behalf. But what the Lord has done and what He did over the next several years was just short of amazing. It was a miracle. And then 2 years later, we had the chance to launch another campus, which we shouldn't have done. If you look at logistics and strategy, it was not smart, but it was the Lord. He was moving in it. And so across the river there, near Scott's Addition, we launched our Richmond campus, and it's been phenomenal to see over the years what God has done.
Once we started growing, it really gave my heart a lift to see people coming back every Sunday. The people desired to really to make it grow. I mean, you could tell God's presence was in this deal.
I was excited to see the change. I came in when Pastor Kevin came, so I seen just the older people here, no kids, nobody my age. So it was exciting to see the change for the good, exciting to see the church grow.
People that were hungry and thirsty for God's movement, they stayed and saw it happen. I think the total expression was just, God having His way finally in a ministry, and you had people that desired to see God's will be done.
There's been so many changes. If you look at where we started and what the church looked like, and from the stage and from everything that went on to where we're at now, has been a complete transformation. And I think the story of Thrive has been the story of God's gracious hand that's been with us. Nehemiah said that. And now, when I pull up to either one of our campuses and I come to church on Sundays, I love being here. That wasn't always the case. There were many hard days at Thrive Church, lots of obstacles and challenges. Many days I didn't know if I wanted to be in ministry anymore. But again, we fought through, we continued to be patient. And now when I come on our campuses, I love the people. I love what God is doing here, and I'm really expectant of what God's going to do in the next 10, 15, 20 years, as long as He leaves me here, here at Thrive Church. And I've told people this recently, I feel like we're just getting started. We have the right people in place, we have the right systems in place, and so I'm probably more expectant than ever to see what God's going to do.
Every year, every month, we have the energy that's flowing from our staff here at Thrive Church. We have one of the greatest staffs that I have seen through my years that has been operating in the church to get us where we are now, to serve the community, our youth and our children, and I need to emphasize the fact the kids that we have is, they say the church of tomorrow, but they're actually the church of today. So I'm well pleased with, not that God have an influence, but I'm well pleased with what the Lord is doing here at Thrive.
I love Thrive Church. I love everything about Thrive. I love what Thrive stands for. I love the impact it's making in the community.
Thrive Church is absolutely awesome. It's beautiful. We are a very diverse church. We have people of all nationalities, ages, financial groups. This place is absolutely beautiful. I can't think of another church I'd rather be at.
But I love His church. I love the people in it. Like Pastor said today, we're environment friendly and we all love each other.
I saw God move, disrupt, just accordingly how He wanted the church to be, sending significant people to the ministry. Just a uniqueness. It's a pleasure to be a part of a church that loves people, not because of who they are, but because they're God's children. And it's amazing to walk in and hear a happy nursery or a happy children's church, and it's amazing to walk in and see the students doing production. It's amazing to walk in and even see young people wanting to be on the prayer team or out in the parking lot serving. I think everybody that is here at Thrive today, we thrive together and no one is alone. We're all one big happy family.
Well, if I'm here, I would think that Thrive, as the strategy and process that is in place now, that we will probably be one of the greatest lights in this community. And I think we will be well known for our activities and winning souls for Christ and serving the community as it is 10 years from now.